Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Elial in this incarnation. Today, I am here to talk about the energies of this week. So, we are in one of the most intense times of the year. We are going to have other powerful transits, but this week is very, very important. And this represents beginnings and endings also that are like accompanying the new moon in Aquarius. They are like an extension in some way. And they are going to have an influence in the next cycles that we are going to address this year. So this is a very important moment. Okay, we have Mars. Mars is going to enter in Aquarius in January 13th, and on January 14th is going to create a conjunction with Pluto in Aquarius. And we are already feeling this from this week that we are leaving behind. You know, this new moon in Aquarius wasn't only about structures that are shaking or things that are, that we have to change. It is also linked with a process of transformation, because Mars in Aquarius, is in Capricorn right now at the moment that I am doing this video. Today is 11th. And it is in the last degrees of Capricorn. So in mathematical degrees, in the orb, it is already creating this conjunction with Pluto. So we are not only making a lot of changes, we are addressing a process of transformation too. But this is going to be more intense. It is going to intensify. So an activation Mars and Pluto is one of the most powerful transits in astrology. This could bring activation of volcanoes, and well, Mars is the planet of action, of advancement, and in Aquarius it wants to innovate. It wants to do the things different. This is more about change, creating things that can collaborate with the collective, or to create projects with other people, with groups. So it's very probable that this activation is going to accelerate the changes in terms of technology. That is something that Pluto in Aquarius is already putting in evidence. And also this is about breaking with old paradigms, to open the new. So the shadow of Mars itself, Mars in every sign is selfishness, is to act only thinking about our own interests. So when this energy, Mars Pluto, is not well directed, this could be very overwhelmed. This could cause conflicts and a sense of violence even. I am talking about of the collective level. The less consciousness and the less presence there are, the more that the violence can be expressed with Mars. And Mars in Aquarius is a lot of linked with rebellion, childish rebellion in its shadows. Manifestations, protests, these kind of things. So Pluto represents the power, and we have a lot to learn as individuals and as a society, because we are the same. We are conforming the society, and this is about dealing with situations that require us to take our power in order to make the changes. And Pluto represents our fears, the things that we feel threatened to by. So this requires courage. These challenges are linked with surrender aspects of our identity to die. So it's very important to remember that, as I said, this transit could activate a lot of aspects of manipulation and control in relationships. This could cause a lot of conflicts if we are not redirecting the energy. So we have to remember that we don't have to reject our anger. Anger is going to be very, very active here. So we have to manage it, to transmute it, to process it, and not reject it, because it is going to be worst, basically. So Pluto, in this cycle of 20 years that is going to spend in Aquarius, it has another return to Capricorn this year, but this cycle that is going to approach represents the total the total reformation of Earth and the reborn of the new humanity. I talked a lot about this. There are a lot of videos talking about the things that I think that are coming for us and how we can transcend this process. So it is showing us that there is no certainty of the future, and we never had, actually. But right now, to take our power, our inner power, is to focus totally on the present. That is the way we are going to transit it, because that is the only way that we can co-create in consciousness, in awareness. So if this transit, we are taking advantage of it by creating something new, by creating a project, if we use the creative potential that this transit has, for doing something that can collaborate with the community, something that we can give to the community in an independent, in an independent way, or with a group. If we take this energy to do that, we are like doing the best channeling, and we are creating something that could have a vision for the future that can be very, very powerful. So this is the best way to channel this energy, to do something creative with it, and we are going to feel a lot of internal acceleration too. You could already feeling it. So as we know, the world is going to transform, and the fall of the old structures, this already happened, but we are going to this is going to turn more visible to us in the cycle of Pluto in Aquarius. So we have to remember that the guidance is the soul, the guidance is to be in consciousness. This is going to be the key for the whole process, and to resist these massive changes in the collective and in the individual level isn't going to serve, because we cannot control this process. We are only tiny factors that are part of this enormous cosmic puzzle. So the more we surrender with humility, the more fluid the process is going to be for us. I think this is important, and to remember that this is not happening to destroy us. As I said, Pluto could represent these things that cause us fear, or that make us feel threatened. But this is to recognize our own power, as the story that I told you yesterday in the video of yesterday, of these people in the Andes. That spent that time in the mountain, the survivors of that plane crash. There are many situations. I'm not saying that this is going to happen to us, but what I'm saying is that many times we need these challenges to recognize our own power. And it's not comfortable at all, I know, but it's part of the process. So on the other side, Venus is going to enter on January 16th in Aquarius, and on January 17th is going to create a conjunction with Mars and with Pluto in Aquarius. So this is another bomb. We are going to feel it the whole week, the next week too. So let's remember that Venus is related with resources, with relationships, with our relationship with our value and the connection we have with self-love. And Venus and Mars are the cosmic lovers. They are called like that in astrology because they represent the masculine and the feminine polarity that we all have. We all have Mars in some place of our natal chart, and we all have Venus. So Venus here wants, desires freedom, originality, new ideas, new ideas, space to be independent, relationships that are not sustained in something that is and a strong bond, and a strong bond that can really go through the transformation and continue to evolve. Those relationships, I think, won't survive to this transit because it's going to be a strong one. And this is about creating an entire new phase for our lives, individual and collective. So other people, I think they are going to be able to transcend the transformation and to make the changes. We cannot avoid change or transforming with these transits. And this, of course, is going to apply for their relationship with ourselves. We are going to have to change parts that are linked with the way we are relating with our worth, with our resources, and with ourselves. And let's remember that Venus doesn't only apply to relationships of partnerships, you know. It applies for every significant, meaningful relationship for us, one-on-one relationship. So I'm a little bit stuck today with my English. Sorry. So well, we are going to have to die in certain way. We are going to have to transform, and this is to experiment a major inner freedom. We have to remember that. We have to remember the divine purpose of this, to not be clouded, you know, by our ego and the resistances that Pluto can activate. And beyond this, that January 17th, Mercury in Aquarius is going to create a square with Uranus in Taurus. So we have another tension that we are going to feel days before. So, well, this could bring us conversations, news, or, you know, any information, any exchange of information that are linked with changes that we have to do that could bring us a certain destabilization, maybe. Maybe this is linked with something that happened in the new moon, because this is an activation in certain way. And this news could be linked with themes that are Uranus in Taurus, that are linked with Uranus in Taurus, like resources, the things that brings us security, or manifestations in the physical body. So the key of this week is to let go. And well, Venus until January 16th is going to create this sextile with Neptune in Pisces, and this transit is already active from today. And this is linked with compassion, acceptance, inspiration for creation, and to surrender to the process. And even the transits with Pluto are much stronger than this sextile. I think that it can collaborate a little bit to go through the process of this big intensity. So, well, family, these are going to be intense days, but we have to remember that this is to take our power back and to create something powerful too. You know, this is about to channel this energy in a creative way, and we can do something very big, really, if we take advantage of it. So, well, sorry for my English today. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.